This is a countdown video. It contains my own personal opinion on the subject matter. If you don't like my opinion, well, go make your own video for all I care. Number 15. Izetta the Last Witch. It seems that Japan loves to make anime that pertains to World War II. Between the two Ghibli films, Joker game, and the first Fullmetal Alchemist movie, there certainly are a lot of them. Sort of like with Code Geass, this anime features alternate versions of the countries, though this time with World War II, and witches. I do like political based anime, mostly because the characters are usually enjoyable, and this anime is no exception. Whether it's the good characters or the bad characters, they are all interesting to watch. The main two leads themselves, Fine and Izetta, are some great female characters. They are strong, smart, hold powers of leadership, and will do anything to protect their country and the ones that they love. Though some fan service with Izetta can negate this at times, though not completely in my opinion. Their relationship with each other is the most heartfelt thing that this anime has. The two are super close and are always ready to sacrifice their lives in order to save the other. Add in some gay subtext and it's the most enjoyable thing about this anime. The animation shines the most during the battles, when Izetta is flying on her gun and stopping the Germanians. Enjoyable characters, attractive animation, interesting time period with some Yuri subtext, and you've got another anime to watch and enjoy. Number 14. New game. Alright, I admit it. I love cute things. In addition to that, I love cute girls. I'm a lesbian, it's only natural. So I do find myself loving these types of anime at times. Cute girls plus video games is a recipe that will please any otaku. The animation is really well done and looks more good than it has any right to be. The character designs are nice and their personalities work well together. There's often a trope in these types of anime where the female characters just sit around and discuss a single topic for a little bit, something that Lucky Star does well and K-On! Does not. This show does it well too, mostly thanks to the characters' different personalities. My favorite part of New Game is definitely any scene involving Ko and Rin, whose relationship with each other brought a lot of funny and heartwarming scenes. Even some moments that might suggest that their relationship is a bit more romantic and sexual than what we were able to see on screen. It would have been nice to see some clarification of that in the end, but with anime, I can't really complain with this topic. If you want to know more about it, look out for my future video on queerbaiting the anime. In the end, it's a simple case of the supporting characters being far more interesting and engaging than the main characters. That can be a drawback, but I don't complain that much with anime like this. It's just a stupid yet fun show. It isn't spectacular in the slightest, but it is enjoyable all the way through. It's a satisfying distraction full of cute characters and funny scenarios. I couldn't ask for anything else. Number 13. Orange. I'll say this right off the bat. This is an anime about suicide. Saving someone who committed suicide in a possible timeline. If you can't handle that for whatever reason, then you won't be able to watch this anime, though it is completely understandable. But if you're like me and can handle this kind of topic, then you'll discover one of the most anticipated anime of 2016. There's a special type of realism that this anime managed to capture, mostly for the dialogue. Our main group of characters, their friendships, and the way that they interact with each other is 100% believable. There's no anime cliches to be found here. It's all realistic and genuine. And with a subject matter like this, you kinda have to be. Since we know that Kakeru is going to die in a possible future, we are with Naho and her friends as they desperately try to save him. Because of how real everything feels, you want to save him as well. I felt helpless as I saw Kakeru suffer and couldn't do anything about it. It made me feel like the rest of the characters, and I felt their hopelessness. I really went for a gauntlet of emotions watching this. There are a few problems though that stop it from being spectacular. Most notably, the production value and animation drops drastically in the middle of the show, though when it hits bullseyes, it hits it big, especially in the last few episodes. In these moments, I was tearing up. No, I was bawling. It really is that effective, especially as one who's gone through similar emotions as Kakeru, and I really appreciate an anime that can capture that kind of an emotion. Number 12. Magical Girl Raising Project. I'm starting to think that the magical girl genre is my favorite genre in anime. Maybe it's because I've always wanted to be a magical girl since I was young. This anime follows the popularity of Monica Magica, which means that the anime is super dark and full of death. Think of it like Battle Royale or the Hunger Games, but with magical girls. Almost all of the girls are enjoyable and their outfits are designed well and exhibit their personalities. While the plot may be predictable at first, the anime can pull twists on you that are actually really surprising. Though with so many characters, there's not that much time to flesh some of them out before they get killed off. There's also the fact that, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the show can be a little too dark at times. Even Monica Magica managed to balance out all the dark and twisted moments so that it didn't feel too overwhelming. Don't get me wrong, I love dark shit. I revel in it. But I wish that this show would have tried not to be so heavy-handed with it. There's also the fact that Monica Magica only had 5 magical girls for us to follow and get emotionally attached to. This anime has 16 magical girls. 16! So not all of the deaths, and there are a lot, make the emotional impact that it wants. Some do, and some don't. Lastly though, I like the concept of what it means to be a magical girl that the anime presents. Trust me, it'll get you thinking. While it was a messy show in the end, it was an enjoyable ride that surprised me as every episode passed. Now excuse me while I go and design my magical girl outfit. And now the complete opposite with number 11. Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3. Guys, it's no secret that I fucking love Sailor Moon. I love almost everything about it, so I, like many, were pretty disappointed with the first 2 seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal. It wasn't bad or anything, but between its horrid animation at times, extremely underwhelming villains, and the inner sensei not being able to stand out as individually defined characters outside of their individual-centric episodes, the show featured a lot of mistakes. So thankfully, the 3rd season of Sailor Moon managed to improve on some of these negative points, but not all. The first advantage that this season had was its extremely improved animation. I mean, just look at the difference in these transformations. You can tell that there was a lot more work put into the animation this time around. The characters are also allowed to express themselves more, and the animation is much more flowing because of it. We also had a good dual character arc with Chibiusa and Hotaru. Their relationship comes off a bit stronger than in the manga, and each of them gets more character growth and development than even Usagi herself. This shows how the original author improved on her character writing as the arcs went on. The show also included fan favorite characters and the 2 that I can't seem to shut the fuck up about: Haruka and Michiru, aka Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. They are just as fabulous in this version as they are in the original 90s anime. There's also a lot of good commentary on gender binaries that manages to come across with Haruka and the fact that she is gender fluid, most notably with this line.
Haruka-sanは男なの? それとも女なの?
男とか女とかそんなに大切なこと?
It makes my inner tomboyish lesbian heart smile with glee. So while some of its previous problems still remained, like the underwhelming villains and the use of the inner sensei and eventually outer sensei, an anticlimactic final third of the season, its extremely improved animation, Chibiusa and Hotaru character arcs, and goddamn Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune was enough good to balance out the bad. But in the end, it's Sailor Moon, and I still fucking love it.